friends close, my enemies even closer. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. 4-4 Desert Eagles, the burning the smoker. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. 4-4 Desert Eagles, the burning the smoker. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. Keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. 4-4 Desert Eagles, the burning the smoker. I should have ripped your face off, Cage or Travolta. If you survive, you will be brain dead in the coma. Sipping on Coronas with Mexican Mac, the weapon I pack to make a nigga step in the back. Especially when the nigga on E, boy shit on P, stuff B, trying to get MD. So what you singing? I can't do it, stupid and straight music. It might take you niggas a minute to take to it. Not to brag, but I spit in the pit with gladiators. I was cutting them all up with dirty razors. I sent niggas home, niggas wrote their weight up. I head niggas out, I'm standing with no paper. Kickbox off the block, that's what my honor say. This is the sucker dick, that's all I gotta say. Bars, I got bars for your click. Read it loud like Adidas, now you're all in suspense. Large, it's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that movie trap flow. It's so good. Got bars for your click. Get in line like Adidas, now you're all in suspense. Large, it's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that movie trap flow. It's so good. Driving this Van Dam, no Sean Paul with gun taps to splatter your damn man, no encore, I'm hardcore, ripping up this underground playlist before I run up and gun up and spray shit. Starting to feel that 50 Shades of Grey shit. I'm out, fuck out of here with all that fake shit. You know, fake smile, fake dick, get handshake shit. I'ma remain calm before I put this gun in your face, bitch, and that's a fact for real. I'ma let it blow, Derek for real. Bars go around like Ferris wheels. Shit hitting out the park like City Field. Out of towners, I'm giving you niggas that City feel. It's Brownsville though, you know what they really kill. They rob, really steal on their job, paying bills. Kick rocks with the block, that's what my honor say. You got some G&P, that's all I gotta say. Bars.
I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. Switch. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? The grimy mix, I had to get back to the griminess. Now I'm back, born again, reincarnated 96. I ain't tripping, I never slip. Spotlight fitting, cause I'm the shit. Anybody thought I was quitting, the super sick. Itching, I'm allergic to broke. On my music, allergic to soap. My rap fiends purchasing dope. Bottle of lean, nope. Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. My handle is serial killer me. I'm a killer machine, keep the National Guard. Overseas, I got international bars. And the forecast be like, fuck the star. I be shining in the daylight, brave-hearted, look at what they started. An open lane for the propane market, I just ain't. I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. I try to tell him I'm a changed man. I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? The grimy mix, I had to get back to the griminess. Now I'm back, born again, reincarnated 96. I ain't tripping, I never slip. Spotlight fitting, cause I'm the shit. Anybody thought I was quitting, the super sick. Itching, I'm allergic to broke. On my music, allergic to soap. My rap fiends purchasing dope. Bottle of lean, nope. Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. My handle a serial killer mean. I'm a killer machine, get the National Guard. Overseas, I got international bars. And the forecast be like, fuck the star. I be shining in the daylight, brave-hearted. Look at what they started, an open lane for the propane market. I just aim and blaze at the target. My mind made me the darkest. I put the hands on the clock from the Black Forest, and I'm back for the harvest. You just came to get your brain discarded, stuck in the fast lane as a laying carcass. I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? I try to tell him I'm a changed man. The game fucked up, switch the game plan. That ain't the old him, he changed then. But can I borrow some change, man? Yeah, more skills than emo tap, the Queen's vet. Hieroglyphics said I might wring your neck. Bring the check, my spirit wearing my flesh. I'm hearing they in distress. Don't compare me to the rest, they ain't near me cause I'm the best. Master P got it, no limit. I'm surrounded with gimmicks, hooded villains not revealing their grimace. Pin dripping like hypodermic syringes. I stick the paper in cringes. Page dead, word hopping the fences. Going ape, the game full of monkey wrenches. I'm stuck in the trenches. Pocket full of common sense, though I'm gaining the interest. Get it? Lame motherfuckers don't gain my interest. My mouthpiece is outlawed, they apprehended my dentist. Got the smile of a mortician. Whatever I offer came off the stove in my own kitchen. The crowd silent when I'm pitching. It's this money when I slap. It's this one. I'm a boss for me.
Yo, I'm up 22 hours out of the day, so it's no time to waste. You can tell by my face, ain't got no time to play. But the toughest of us break, just trying to stay in the race. Don't even matter your race, cause we all in the same place. I ain't trying to catch a case, but my crib gotta be laced. My kids gotta be straight before I walk through them gates. See, I'm teaching them about respect, that's one of my best traits, but you niggas will never know. You busy promoting hate, but wait, hold up. A low class is all it takes. In the sense of humor, to laugh at the fakes, fucking with snakes. I ain't never been that cat to be up in the dude face. Busy shaping up my face and keeping my beard laced. Young veteran, cut from a fabric going extinct. Plus I'm better than half of these bastards. What you think? I was raised with the illest, beat makers to spitters, money getters to killers. Had the streets as a father figure. Still never bothered niggas, made moves on my own. Made G's for a couple niggas, and now in a row. To the day I get cloned, I'll be casting the first stone. If you live in a glass house, leave me the fuck alone. I could give a fuck about a throne, but I've been said that. I keep a G like that on goings. I don't feed off that. Not for your boy, Inno Capone. Cabby taunted this rap, about to make a fitted fedora just to stun on the cat. I could give a fuck about a throne, but I've been said that. I keep a G like that on goings. I don't feed off that. Yo, I'm up 22 hours out of the day, so it's no time to waste. You can tell by my face, ain't got no time to play. But the toughest of us break, just trying to stay in the race. Don't even matter your race, cause we all in the same place. I ain't trying to catch a case, but my crib gotta be laced. My kids gotta be straight before I walk through them gates. See, I'm teaching them about respect, that's one of my best traits, but you niggas will never know. You busy promoting hate, but wait, hold up. A low class is all it takes. In the sense of humor, to laugh at the fakes, fucking with snakes. I ain't never been that cat to be up in the dude face. Busy shaping up my face and keeping my beard laced. Young veteran, cut from a fabric going extinct. Plus I'm better than half of these bastards. What you think? I was raised with the illest, beat makers to spitters, money getters to killers. Had the streets as a father figure. Still never bothered niggas, made moves on my own. Made G's for a couple niggas, and now in a row. To the day I get cloned, I'll be casting the first stone. If you live in a glass house, leave me the fuck alone. I could give a fuck about a throne, but I've been said that. I keep a G like that on goings. I don't feed off that. Not for your boy, Inno Capone. Cabby taunted this rap, about to make a fitted fedora just to stun on the cat. I could give a fuck about a throne, but I've been said that. I keep a G like that on goings. I don't feed off that. Not for your boy, Inno Capone. Cabby taunted this rap, about to make a fitted fedora just to stun on the cat. I'm sick of you niggas who sometimes, I'm telling you one time, you ain't 100%, I'm assuming you one time. I'm a nigga who done time, I ain't got much feelings. I've been labeled the fucking heathen since my first court appearance. Before I took my little trip to the slammer, I was scrambling. 14, I was gambling, thought I needed an ambient. My hustle game official, that was never the issue. It was always the ones who was closest plotting to get you. Them broads you be screwing, be lining you up to stake you. A lot of you so-called rich niggas was victims. I'm trying to beat the system, just hoping my people's listen. At the end of the day, though, nobody won't be in prison. I'm rough, mad, ism, and guzzle a lot of liquor. I never throw my bread in the air, especially the disrespect. I'd rather try to gamble with something innocent different. Just hope after I'm tossed in the ground, you niggas miss. I could give a fuck about a throne, but I been said that. I keep a G like that on goings. I don't feed off that. Level your boy in on Capone. Every time it is rap, I got the game flaws. Then the Argo starch box, hammer under the arm. High Rex for the large rocks. Blue money long like a farm full of bomb pot. Only reason I deal is cause I want better cards. Open case, got me in the suit with a poker face. Soon as a nigga barrel hitting lust, try to poke a face. I'm OG with fiends who love smoking bass. 24 nicks, so bread move at a mellow pace. I keep the ghetto lace, really don't matter the race. Long as you stacking cake and stay in your place. I'm never late cause I'm moving at God's grace. I'm the blueprint for all of these young niggas to trace. This is true shit, music that make you screw up your face. Grab a toothpick, cause the way I floss make them too slick. I'm ruthless, you niggas is useless. Matter of fact, give me the mic, watch me roof it so nobody play. Yeah, I'm fucking up the game, but half of these niggas lames anyway. You got something to say.
Yo, I'm greasy. I run up in your tenement. Let the hawk off and walk off like I'm innocent. Flow ignorant. I'm so belligerent. I'm special in the head, Ed. I'm the magnificent rhyming maniac. Got a couple screws loose, cyber brainiac. Pop a schmuck through Bluetooth. All that balloon juice don't make you goon proof. Creep up on you late at night, put two in your moon roof. Then missiles strike your platoon. I'm like a rocket raccoon. When the mic's in a room, it's murder, death, kill, bitch. Kill switch, ill shit. Full metal jacket. Hamburger Hill shit, your life's on pause. You be on the dills, Nick. Your wife's a floorball. I hit her with the drill bits. You get the dum-dums if you seem stupid. Mossberg 500, I attach the beam to it. You get bust, drip, pus, and start leaking green fluid. Crack your head like Joe, just so you can lean to it. Yeah, I'm one of the illest y'all ever seen do it. Use your blood curdling screams for theme music. I'm psycho.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is your girl, Spicy Sugar, and we are here with episode 17 of the House of Hip Hop. I want to thank everybody who is in the house tonight for being here. This week has been a little trying, so I'm so glad to finally be here in what I think of as my house, the house that hip hop built. And I am so happy to have the crowd I have in the house tonight. Tonight, I have the return of DJ Nasty Cee is in the building.
All right.
I so appreciate you. You don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Shimon. But for real, like, I am really, 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 really excited because I have not only someone that, you know, comes from my side of town, my neck of the woods, my hood, but he has done some big things and made some big moves in his life that has given him such a story that I had to bring him here tonight. I got author, motivational speaker, help me out here, decorated law enforcement officer, producer, everything.
Movie star.
Corey Pegues, y'all.
Let's go, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tonight, I just want to, you know, dive right into it. We got so much to talk about tonight. You know, I'm feeling good because I got the hood in the house tonight. You know, I live within walking distance of everything that we are going to talk about tonight in terms of, you know, where you come up from and, you know, what started this whole journey of yours.
Always get the money. You're ready.
Just, hey, Yes, I've been telling y'all that, but anyway, Hollis forever, JMJ for life. Briefly tell everybody who you are and what you got going on right now, because you have so much, and we are gonna talk about everything. We're gonna get into this book and just get into everything you got going on, but introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me, and congratulations.
This is an honor.
On a successful show.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor for me.
Thank you so much.
I go from Hollywood to Hollywood.
Here you go,
We back in the hood. I'm loving it.
Yes,
that's where
yes. I love my hood.
Yeah.
I scream Hollis every single week, and they be looking at me like, really? No, really? Like,
hey, you already. Well, listen. My name is Corey Pegues. I was a kid that just grew up in Queens. 5 sisters. Grew up in a family of 5 sisters myself. Grew up on welfare. We had funny money. Food stamps, roaches in the refrigerator, mice at night. And, around the age of 13, just got in the streets and started selling drugs. Started off selling weed, cocaine, masculine tabs. People don't even know what masculine tabs are now. Probably.
When I saw that, I was like, really?
Yeah, and then that wonder drug hit called crack cocaine. It was crazy. It just devastated our community, my entire environment. Where we grew up, actually, the entire country in the low socioeconomic neighborhoods. And, so we was part of that, me and my crew. I got my brother with me, Sean Duke. Right now, my ace in the hole, my boom. He's smooth in the book. Everybody know
that's
he's
right.
Smooth in the book. But we've been in the streets forever. And then, it just started getting crazy. Crack hit. Yo, the crazy thing, Spice, the crazy thing is when we were selling drugs, like we really started selling drugs, it was fun. We didn't even have no guns.
Yeah.
We was making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Nobody had guns. It wasn't even violent.
Yes.
When we were selling weed, cocaine, masculine tabs, and then crack hit. And about a year into the crack game,
it got crazy.
It just started getting sick. It started getting crazy, and everybody had to strap up. We talk in the book extensively about some things that happened when we was young. And I left the streets around the age of 18. I left the streets actually December 12th, 1986.
Look
my
at
son
you
was
remember
born.
The date.
Yeah, that was my oldest son, Corey Jr. was born.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what am I gonna do with my life?
Yeah, and I want to really get into that because that aspect is so detrimental to how we grew up. I want to get into how, it's so good to have somebody that grew up where I grew up and had the same influence, and it is running all through me, and you can't help but to be that person because we grew up in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
all day.
you guys are just right above me. So a lot of things that I was able to do and not do was because of what y'all were already out there doing in the streets. And I always talk about how Jam Master Jay was my park DJ growing up.
People don't know that.
People don't know that. I tell the story about how I fell asleep on the crates under the table because I didn't want to leave the park.
People
like
don't know that.
I've done that. And to have that kind of influence in your
Forget
childhood.
about that. These rappers today, people don't even realize Run DMC was the biggest rap group in the world.
Yes.
And they was doing free concerts every year.
Yeah, every
and
year.
192 in the park.
In the park.
Can you imagine?
Before there was anything
Drake
in
or
that
any of
park.
these-
It was just concrete.
That's what exactly.
Yeah.
I could take you back before Run D and the Posse weren't even around. Flash and the Furious 5. They
Yeah.
was jamming outside.
Yeah, boy.
Crazy.
Battling in the park.
I'm
at
saying,
night in the dark.
I use running them because they was like the first mainstream big. Like they was getting, when they was getting it at the height, they used to walk into the hood. We drinking 40 ounces.
Yeah.
With Run DMC, and then you wake up and they on Saturday Night Live at night.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
You imagine a rapper today walking in the hood. It's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah.
And so because that is so infused in us, the one aspect that I love that you talk about and you elaborate on is that no matter what you were going through in life, nobody could pull that out of you, even though they tried.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's infused in you. And when it comes to the crack epidemic, that was so detrimental to especially our side of the hood because, like you talk about it, different gangs had different things going on, but it wasn't violent like it is now.
Yeah.
You know, it was rare that you might see somebody get stomped out.
Yeah, well, you know, it was kind of rules to the game back then.
Right.
You know, like, you know, when I started working with the Supreme team, like, you ain't beating nobody up on the block. You ain't shooting nobody. Ain't nothing going down.
That shit ain't happening.
Unless an order comes down. If an order don't come down, and you ain't fighting on the block,
on the block, heat on the block.
Right. Nothing's happening on that block. Not today. These kids just do all this crazy stuff. It was like structure. I always, you know, I wrote in the book that, you know, I went from selling drugs on Murdoch 198, where it was just 5. It was me and my team, June, Ren, Dude. We was out there singing. I went to work for the Supreme team, and I had an 8-hour shift every day, and I got paid on Friday. It was a Fortune 500 company. Preem was the executive, Prince was the vice president, then you got Bimmy Justin, all. You know, it was just crazy. It was a conglomerate.
Yeah, I remember those days because my mom's was from.
You gotta bring Bimmy on your show.
Listen,
I should have bought.
I gotta prepare for that.
But you could bring her by herself.
Oh God, he got a whole hour full of stories for that ass.
Man, he got about 10 hours.
What?
5 of jokes.
He's one of those that could be like, and so, yup, and cuz, they're like gone. You be like, all right. I mean, I'm just gonna take a nap. We need this on record, but go ahead. Yeah. You know. But you know, I love that aspect about your story. You know, in the book. Once a Cop, right? This book has taken you so far. Yeah. It's taken you so far. You've been on, what, like 25, 30 different shows?
A lot of shows.
A lot of shows.
And a Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Roland Martin, Reverend Al Sharpton, MSNBC, CNN with Don Lemon.
Yes.
Ilana Van Zant fixed my life. She didn't fix my life. Oprah Winfrey Network, they flew me down as an expert on her show for the Philando Castillo case.
See,
where the kid got murdered.
That.
Yeah.
Yes. Where
the kid got murdered in the car and his little baby was in the back.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a nice hit. I've been asking Ilana to bring me back. They brought me down there for 4 days. It only made me work for 2 hours. It was beautiful.
Give me that check.
And they cut that check.
Give me that check. Give me that check.
Get that money.
Yes. Yo, I love that your story is authentic because, you know, even if I wasn't from that part of the hood, which it was enjoyable to me to read the book because I could, like I told you, I was like putting the names to the stories. Like, okay, I know this person and this sound like this and that sound like that. But it's an authentic story.
But I really like when you read it, I mean, it's my book. Simon & Schuster is going to make millions off the book, not me. I already got my advance. They hit me nice. But I really bring you into the story, right? Yes. When you're reading it, you're like, especially if you're like 50, 45, in your 40s, when you're reading it, it's like, no matter what hood you in.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the 80s, you're going to be like, wow, that really was happening back then.
It sure was, because it's a miracle to me that you was even able to get out how you did.
Well, you know, listen.
The whole time I was reading the story, like, man, you really did have some angels or something. Cause,
I did.
Whoop, you got some.
Let me tell you, I just got off the phone with a major Hollywood executive. Hollywood is on me.
I love it.
Like major. I'm talking about executive vice president of one of the major Hollywood studios. I just got off the phone with him a few weeks ago, and he was like, I ran across your book. He said, I was reading the book. And I was just waiting for you to crash and burn.
Right.
I just knew
it
was a bad ending to this book.
There's gonna be at some point he's gonna go down.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down, and it just kept coming. It kept coming, and the blessings just kept happening. Yeah. And I was so like, yes, yes. And because I know you and I see you from time to time, it's like, I know this is true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know this is right because.
Well, how about, I tell people that, how about rooting for the bad guy?
Yeah.
The bad guy turned good.
You listen.
Let's root for the bad guy.
We're going to get into exactly how that happens. But you, when it comes to the book, now that you have had that success with the book, do you plan on writing again?
Yeah, I'm throwing some ideas. I think, I was speaking to my book agent a couple of months ago. might do a collaborative effort with a writer,
Okay.
a best-selling author from DC.
Okay.
Can't really talk about him right now, but
Okay.
you know, I'm thinking about looking at like the last 10 major incidents that happened around the country.
Okay.
Philando Castillo,
Yes.
Eric Garner, all of these cases.
Yes.
Terrence Cruncher, Walter Scott. I could name them. You know, I'm an expert. This is what I
Yeah.
do. And then I'm gonna tell what happened, give my narrative of what should have happened, and you know, and we're gonna chop it up.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
good, because I also wanted to get into that aspect of what you do.
Yeah.
Because you are involved in some of the major, you know, incidents that's happened with law enforcement
Yeah.
over the last, 10, 15 years?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to definitely get into that. But before we do, I just want to say a little something to my DJ.
What's up, Spicy?
What's going on,
What's up?
baby? Listen, I first want to just thank you so much for being here, for coming through for me. Because like I was telling everybody, it's been a trying week. And I'm definitely going to let, you know, DJ Nasty Cee.
No, you ain't gonna let me go off. You know you ain't gonna let me go off.
Go off.
You
go
already
off, go
know
off.
you ain't gonna let me go off.
Listen, the mood I'm in tonight, I might let you go off.
All right.
I might. I'm gonna think
Cause
about
I'm gonna
it.
chop it up.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
I know he gonna let me. You gonna have to let me touch them
You can
tables.
touch
Ah,
You gonna have to let me touch them
See what we
tables.
gonna get into tonight? Oh shit. We're gonna definitely get into a whole
Brakes
lot
crate
more
is deep.
with our. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get into a whole lot more with our guest Corey Pegues, and we're gonna get into a whole lot more with DJ Nasty Cee right now. Right? Let's go.
Yeah. 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 It's that bar talk. Debonair, it's that bar talk. Brooklyn, that's that bar talk. What you talking about? Ravenous, appetite savage, carnivore habits, no malice. Sipping they jacket and cold gold chalice. Bar talk. Fall back, I let them bars talk. Fall back, tell your man put up a verse and call his family, grab a hearse. And if you want, I do the eulogy at church and say work, I let them bars talk. What you talking about? I let them bars talk. Yeah, don't put yourself on the crucifix. Talking that shooter shit, social media got y'all cozy. Watch how you moving, kid. I know a lot of bandanas, holding hammers for drama, broken English and grammar. When they text, I can't stand them. I'm trying to chill, so I let go the randoms. And I'm stacking for my kid like they got him for ransom. Landslide if we collide, don't sleep cause he handsome. Rubik's Cube, how we splitting the block, won't split till we land one. If I can't reason with you, I plan for when hands come. Past that, then Godspeed, just prepare for when cans up. My hitters are get with you, all they know is the blam, son. But cold hit with you, all they know is the blam, son. Talking person, never handheld. Samsung is my Samsung. Cousin in the dog, son of Sam got his head rung. We knew Sam could sell, he moved rock Sam drink. He started fooling with some youngins, ODing on lean, falling out with the connect, jeopardizing his team. The bosses had to intervene, put a line on this beam. Shit, I tried to tell him chill, I tried to know them chill. Brothers rather know they will. Bloodshed and killer's pill, ravenous, appetite savage, carnivore habits, no malice. Sipping they jacket and cold gold chalice. Bar talk, fall back and let them bars talk. Fall back, tell your man put up a verse and call his family, grab a hearse. And if you want, I do the eulogy at his family, grab a hearse. I let them bars talk. I let them bars talk. Apocalyptic once I scripted, catastrophic with the infant. Socrates with philosophies, God like how I'm thinking. Have Zeus, have Q from Juice when I'm synced in. Shorties wanna link them, rendezvous in a Lincoln. Wave type chill, where I be stay jinkin'. Wave type chill, where I be stay jinkin'. Wave
Wave type chill, where I be stay jinkin'. Wave type chill, where I wave type chill, where I wave type chill, where I be stay jinkin'. Vibing in the stool, rolling up, we all drinking. Wave type chill, where I be stay jinkin'. Vibing in the stool, rolling up, we all drinking. I keep a few baddies that'll help me with the addies. All they friends is the bro, they got issues with they daddies. Stay high off the pineapple, messing with the Navy in the Navy. Bro savvy, have Malcolm and Mike Larry. Destination top tier, so glad of you to have me. Everything fit, not too tight and slight saggy. King like, type your chick, wish she could've married. Prodigy, type your moms, wish she could've carried. My first, last, and everything. Catch him knocking Barry, writing love ballads. Visionary muse, favor Hallie. Boss goes, summer home, Silicon Valley. I'm a dual citizen from Ontario to Maui. Listening to moms more after going back to Cali. The guys got it wrong, how they hit up that Denali. Speak greatness to existence, triumphant the finale. Purge on nasty justice, I ain't even trying to rally. Ravenous, appetite savage, carnivore habits, no malice. Sipping a jacket, a cocoa chalice, bar tub. Fall back and let the bars talk.
Yeah. You know, you get to a certain age, you just want to live the good life. That's right. You get a taste of that good life, you know it's something sweet. Yeah. Shirt slightly open, cleavage poked out. People boo with the twins, knowing niggas wanna get in. VIP smoked out, yeah. The finest cohibas and broccoli chiba. Voe Clique, Crown Royale, and Don P. All eyes on me, this time it's on me. Handing valet the keys, extra sharp with some cheese. Watch me switch with ease. No metal detectors, I like the spots better. Exclusivity and no TOC, whatever. We adapt to the weather, it's nothing. Stunting is for beginners, we do it naturally, ain't no frontin'. Your town is happening and we coming. Always ultra sexy when we step in. Where we at, we reppin'. No need for weapons, I'm just trying to enjoy my days in. Next day in, not in a day's in. We in presidential suites, biggest homes on residential streets. And the best kept secrets on hidden beaches. Baby fat swimwear, Dolce and Gabbana I wear. On white sands with my dapper Dan. Yes. See what I'm saying is that sometimes you gotta leave the streets alone. Leave the beef where it need to be, at your local meat market. See what we do and how we do it light and sexy. When we get right, it's ultra sexy. Live the good life, ease up, kick back. That's if the money's right. Other than that, it ain't civilized. It ain't sexy.
We hear that, and let it take. 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 Fire!
Leave her like the letter T, 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 leave her like the letter T.
following message is brought to you by in the John E and Y, all rights reserved. These niggas got nerve thinking I let my fire die. We don't grade on the curb and there are no ties. Fuck that singing BK, the land of bars. House windows got bars, what you spit is not bars. My twin behind bars, so it's free until we see ya. Stack ones, these bums trying to stunt in the Kia. Yo, this is Underverse Unplugged. With them OGs that school them young thugs. They don't know how to move, no codes, no rules. I don't follow fools and I don't lead them neither. This that ether, grimy and dirty. Can't get New York sound from a nigga under 30. I wrote this classic in iron gold ink. Shit is hard, what you think? Louis heating from the paint. When I spit, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I fight, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I shoot, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
Cause ain't nobody out there that's fucking with me. When I fuck, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I smoke, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I fuck, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I smoke, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I fuck, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I smoke, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I fuck, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I smoke, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
When I drink, I
leave 'em like the Leonard T.
Cause ain't nobody out there that's fucking with me. Tired of leeches sucking me, tired of the fuckery. Look me in my face and answer what you want from me. She's so bad, she beyond Beyonce. I get what I came for, then I'm on my way. She thinks she's special cause my kid she digests. She want me to stay anyway, I digress. Don't bother this dude, kill you, we move like the fatherless crew. Rest in peace the Rex, smooth, quietly cock, let that pop get with ya. That's how niggas get cropped out the picture. Hip hop on the milk carton, this nigga missing. Yuck, who hot, I ain't with the ass kissing. You could die twice, I say die, double dodge it. But you can't when I shoot, I muzzle target. Sing your ass a lullaby, just like Letter C. Can't fool, you better be, leave you. Following message is brought to you by in the John E and Y, all rights reserved. These niggas got nerve thinking I let my fire die. We don't grade on the curb and there are no ties. Fuck that singing BK, the land of bars. House windows got bars, what you spit is not bars. My twin behind bars, so it's free until we see ya. Stack ones, these bums trying to stunt in the Kia. Yo, this is Underverse Unplugged. With them OGs that school them young thugs. They don't know how to move, no codes, no rules. I don't follow fools and I don't lead them neither. This that ether, grimy and dirty. Can't get New York sound from a nigga under 30. I wrote this classic in iron gold ink. Shit is hard, what you think? Louis heating from the paint. When I spit, Louis heating like the Louis heating, yeah. Carlos Fuego, Slap. Louis heating, yeah. Louis heating, yeah. Louis heating, yeah. Louis heating, yeah. Carlos Fuego, Slug Fest, East New York. You press play, you tired of the sucker shit. Strap in. So here we go. Boss. So the pop, let's pop off. So disrespectful. E and Y, pink houses. Yeah, here we go. Check. I run circles around you niggas, ring around. You see my white bead wrist all bling around. International grind coming to your town. Team Underverse Nizza, world renowned. You the type to give your enemy a fucking pound. I give them that 3 times with the Trey pound. Beef, I'm on my way now. Loyal when we stay down. This that authentic, real BK sound. I'm no dumb Nizza. Yeah, I went to college. I like my pussy in cars with low mileage. Shine like a holler, Jen, blow up like holler. Jen, where's your spine? A bunch of hollow men. Nick you with the blade, hit you with the cannon. It's incredible. You turn up, I turn you to a vegetable. Did the beef and go vegan. Major like Deegan, all down. Good evening. I run circles around you niggas. Bring them. Check. Them bells in your head, let it ring around. You like the bars in the song, then sing it loud. Rap relief picture, bring me to the mound. You dress gender confused, is that a thing now? So underground, my eyes don't adjust the light. All I wanna do is kill rappers and destroy mics. Forward movement, no time for old whores. Used to be bad, now she pretty as a cold sore. We call them young and A, so despicable. And the NA stands for non-applicable. This is ritual, not what you bitches do. That's your best try. You either XX or XY. Let's fly if you high, bitch, don't kill my buzz. Call me Nungry Higger, I'm hungry than the mud. Ate another rapper, your soul is releasing. All fall down, feasting. Check. Don't make me dot that, I leave a ring around. Your baby moms grab my hand and pull my fingers down. After a minute, she let out a sound, and when she bust that nut, she could've shook the damn ground. I'm no romancer, on the cusp of cancer, and shorty pussy tastes like a green Jolly Rancher. Necromancer, it's the Lord Marshal. They want all the credit, but won't get partial. Give hoes the Heisman, surround myself with wise men. Surprising, I leave the raw rap uprising. Those them set up chicks, some suspect hoes. Did your team like the Montreal Expos? Oh, you one of those? Who goes there, friend or foes, no selfie. But I see you trying to pose as a real nizza. The Middle East heathen, all fall down, leaving.
10th Street.
Noise, Stuck B, Dunning. Let's show them how to do this. Listen. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. Garbage guys glorified like they geniuses, but they don't spit that Barry Adrian Reed shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. Garbage guys glorified like they geniuses, but they don't spit that Barry Adrian Reed shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. Garbage guys glorified like they geniuses, but they don't spit that Barry Adrian Reed shit. They can't fuck with the old big Coke 45. Put them bitches in perspective, it work every time. I take a nigga to school, kill him Columbine. Numerals of funerals when I'm busting rhymes. Shoes too big to fill, can only hope to shine. Better off keeping it real, you know 9 to 5. See you 5 to 9, you ain't really qualified. Ready or not, here I come, there's nowhere to hide. Cause when they want the problem solved, they send the guard. I send them to God, while they praise in the synagogue. Higher hands, see my mans call me Cinnablock. The champ is here, you can call me Muhammad Ali.
You sling packs in the trap and get stacked. You bubble bundles with balls, be real slab. 100 guns, 200 clips, yeah, you strap it in here, you went on. Let me show you how to rap.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son.
I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. I'm usually minding my own, sipping some tea shit. Put on some G shit, I see shit. Garbage guys glorified like they geniuses, but they don't spit that Barry Adrian Reed shit. They can't fuck with the old big Coke 45. Put them bitches in perspective, it work every time. I take a nigga to school, kill him Columbine. Numerals of funerals when I'm busting rhymes. Shoes too big to fill, can only hope to shine. Better off keeping it real, you know 9 to 5. See you 5 to 9, you ain't really qualified. Ready or not, here I come, there's nowhere to hide. Cause when they want the problem solved, they send the guard. I send them to God, while they praise in the synagogue. Higher hands, see my mans call me Cinnablock. The champ is here, you can call me Muhammad Ali.
You sling packs in the trap and get stacked. You bubble bundles with balls, be real slab. 100 guns, 200 clips, yeah, you strap it in here, you went on. Let me show you how to rap.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. I do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. All I wanna do is live my life. Before a nigga go, I been knew how to rap backwards. For many years, the people I fuck with tried to put plenty fear. I'm good in the worst time, trying to stop my math. Get about the past, that was years ago. A nigga was nervous. Fuck with me now.
Yes, 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 yes. We are back. Hello, everybody. That was DJ Nasty Cee in the building. Round of applause. Definitely had us rocking out.
Full House Funk.
Yes, we loved
that Full House Funk.
We loved it. We loved it. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I am so honored to have my guest that's here tonight. For those who are tuning in late, shame on you, but I love you anyway. Hi, girlie. What's up? We have Corey Pegues in the building. Round of applause. Author, motivational speaker, decorated officer of the law. Because that's the most amazing part of your story to me, the transformation that you went through. Because, you know, as we were talking in the break, you went through some, that was only a preview of the crazy, hellified, you should have been caught long time ago incidents that you lived in your life. And what I really want people to understand is no matter what, you could be, you know, as crazy of an incident as you could be in, it could turn around just like that if you make the right move for yourself.
Yeah, like I tell people, you know, the themes in my book is self-awareness, self-actualization, transformation, and obviously I talk about police policies and procedures, but what I want people to get out of that book is don't let your past identify or define your future.
That's
because
right.
on the back of that book, that kid right there, 17 years old, and Andrew Jackson High School, with about $3,000 worth of jewelry on his neck. I know I had a pocket full of money, but most importantly, I know I had a .25 caliber in my pocket that day. And then you flip it around
and it's
to being a captain in the New York City Police Department,
Yes.
the biggest police department in the country. In that picture, I was one of 13 black executives in a 40,000-man police department. I was able to tell 39,987 people what to do. That was crazy.
Yes.
When you flip it, and then when you go through the pages, just flip through them, it's just a wonderful transformation of life.
It is.
It's a must read. And again, you know, I tell people, man, I ain't making a bunch of money in this book, but I'm changing a whole lot of lives.
Yeah.
When you got sons,
it's
daughters.
Possible. Yeah,
it's possible.
It's possible. Because it was so enjoyable for me because, you know, we are from the same place, and I understand the grounds that you know, had to walk through and the territory that it was. I was right behind y'all, and a lot of the times in life that I was ready to get out and go do something, things would be happening.
Right.
And the hood would be hot. You know, my mother, I love her to death. She from Brownsville, Brooklyn, but she moved to Hollis when she was like 17.
Yeah.
And she's always been one of them people with the ear to the streets.
Right.
So she would know that something was going on and something was funny and the energy was wrong. And because of that, I would be able to do or not do, or I had to sneak.
Right.
You know, or whatever to, you know, do what I wanted to do. But it was all in that time frame that you spoke about in the book. And to come from 198 Murdoch to,
they gotta rename that street to Corey Pegues Way.
Listen.
They gotta do something.
Listen, let me tell you something. Okay. We slowly but surely we get in our streets in, you know, Queens. So
O'Connell Park, he's an Irishman. Hey, we need to change that park.
Listen.
That park got to get changed,
something,
man.
Because the only person I see doing anything with it is, you know what I'm saying, LL Cool J.
Yeah, my man Todd, he do that basketball. Shout out to Todd. That's my man.
Every year.
So I'm going to drop some on you. First heard it here. When my book dropped.
Oh, shit.
Me and Todd was talking about some serious big things. You know, he kind of real quiet on the low.
On the low,
but,
yes, I know.
People talk about my man. Yo, my book dropped. I was in L.A. on the set of, what's that show where they be lip sync?
Lip sync.
Nice. Lip sync. Oh,
yeah, he had me in the dressing room. Things didn't work out. but
Clutch
he
my
was
pearl.
he was ready to go.
Oh,
He's
well,
ready to
yeah,
go.
he's turned that into a big thing now. But I would have died. Listen, I died enough with you over my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna talk about my experience about it, but I want you to just let people know what that experience was about. What I'm talking about is, what year was that you ended up in the papers?
2013,
2013, right?
2013 September.
Yes, okay. So in 2013, my boy, Corey Pegues, ends up on the front page of the newspaper with the headline that read, "Thug Cop."
Yeah.
And it not only read that for one day, not for two, not for three, but 5 days, right?
You would have thought I was John Gotti the way they were talking about me.
I couldn't believe it. I'm looking, okay, and the reason why I tell this story is this. That incident was like a, oh, hell no, in my life, okay? Because everybody knew, you know, I went to school with Corey. Conrad. I went to school with Conrad.
Shout out Rat.
Yeah, I went to school with Conrad. And so, we were all like, are you kidding me? Every time we saw the paper, like somebody had to like snatch one.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, everybody, and Duke could
And this was
Duke could speak to that. 'Cause,
yeah.
The whole hood was like, yo,
yeah,
what
you're not going to sit
doing?
here the whole show and just say nothing.
Oh, he jumped out the window. Everybody thought he jumped out the window.
Oh, my goodness.
My phone was ringing 24/7 after that. 24/7. As soon as the paper dropped, my phone was ringing.
But people didn't know, like, I had a plan. This was like, let me tell you, I ain't never gonna jump out off no building without no parachute. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I wanted to do. I knew my pension was locked in. They couldn't, in the history of New York City, they never took nobody's pension. And you can't take mine just because I said I shot people, I sold drugs.
Right.
You don't even know if I'm telling the truth.
Right.
And in order to take somebody's pension,
Nothing
you actually got to
you could
go
do
to a
about
court
that.
of law, to a judge, and articulate the reasons why. And go in and say, well, he's saying this story, he did these things 30 years ago, ain't going to fly in court.
Right.
So I already knew. But, family was upset, friends was upset, and, my wife was like, yo, you out here trying to push this story. It ain't about you. Like, we getting ready to lose the house, cars, white picket fence, and the whole nine. And I couldn't really tell her, like, chill, I got this.
Yeah.
But it was so much heat. I can't fight $1 billion company.
Right.
Rupert Murdoch owns that
whole
newspaper.
news
You know what I'm
thing,
saying?
yeah.
So, but then I had to wait 2 years to drop this book to tell my story. Then I tell my story. The New York Daily News do a 2-page spread on me, an ill story about me. And the other newspaper didn't say Pete. And nobody else said anything because now I told my story. In the beginning, they was saying all this, he's a thug. I wasn't even mad at the title Thug Cop. I just wish they put a slash between, because I used to be a thug. Then I became a cop. But they try to make it seem like, you see that headline, Thug Cop, your first mindset is like, yo, what he do?
Right.
Who he robbed? He on the tape?
Right.
Nah, it was none of that. But that's how the media, they spin it. That's the media.
Yeah, that's the media.
That's all good.
Yeah, but with that, I mean, the book came out when?
March 2016.
16. So that happened in 2013.
Hold on, but I gotta give you the little disclaimer. Not only the hardcover came out in 16, and the soft cover came out in 17. So for people that don't realize, you ain't getting no soft cover if the book ain't doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's facts.
Bing.
Facts.
Do we have a bing?
That's super facts. Like
yes. Okay. Because when I first heard about the book, of course it was through the hood, but I didn't get to read it until just recently.
Yeah.
And because I had already knew the story.
Right.
But to read it and to know the background story just makes it all the more not only relatable, but it makes it for a better read.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I read 75% of the book in a week. And that's with working and doing
And that's
everything.
crazy because most people read that. They be reading that book in 2 days.
My job is crazy. My commute is crazy.
I wrote it. I wrote my own book. We need to put that out on the street. Ain't no ghostwriting.
Yes.
Ain't no ghostwriting on there. I wrote my own. So everything in there is from me, and I'm not a writer. So like I signed a deal. They brought in a New York Times bestselling author to fix it up to make sure that it flow.
Polish it. Yeah.
They polish it up. But that's my book. I wrote that.
Yeah.
And you know what's more gratifying to me? I get DMs, tweets from all over the world. I never forget, and I tweeted it out. This white kid from Germany tweeted me and hit me on the DM and was like, I read your book. After reading your book, he said, I was in a gang and everything, but after I read your book, you changed my life. I'm getting out these streets. And see, that's what I wrote the book about.
Yes.
It wasn't to be we want that bread, but it's more about spreading the story and changing kids' lives. That's what, and it's not just about kids. This book is from 13 to 80. It ain't never too late to change your life.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, well, how the hell did that happen? But you, just by the grace of God, were never caught in the law system.
Actually, I got locked up.
But you
didn't get it to that part. You probably did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I got locked up, but I never got convicted.
Right.
Right.
You never got processed into. That's what I'm saying. You never got.
The only
processed
reason you
into
can't be a cop is being convicted of a felony.
Right. But what people don't know is before you became a cop, through how you escaped the streets was the Army.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, I worked for the Supreme Team. It's crazy. People disappearing, people dying. God bless my man Raheem, my man Pegues, Shabu.
God.
People disappearing, people dying. I had my baby. I got 2 kids.
Yes.
I got 2 kids, 6 months apart. I got a baby in Brooklyn, a baby I'm in the 12th grade with 2 kids. And I'm in the streets hustling. And I'm like, what am I do? My father left in the 3rd grade, and I cried every day when he left. I said, yo, I want to hear my babies. I want to see him crawl. I want to hear him say die, die, and everything. So I got to escape. And back then, we didn't have a lot of choice. Kids got a lot of choices today.
They got more choices.
They got a lot more choice. So the only choice, was like, go away. So I said, let me go to the Army. I went to the recruiter, said, yo, how fast can you get me out these streets?
And that fucking Army place is on the Ave to this day.
Yeah, that's where I went, on Jamaica Avenue to the recruiter. I didn't tell nobody. I ain't even tell my brother. My brother, I ain't tell nobody, because it's not really cool selling drugs and saying you're going to the military.
They be like, what?
And so October 18th, 1987, a recruiter came to pick me up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I left the streets. And it's been, October be 31 years since I committed a crime or sold drugs.
And
that's crazy. And nobody knew. I just disappeared. People thought I was in jail. I just disappeared and came back 3 years and 9 months later.
And that time you was over there being nature boy.
Yeah, I hated
doing
it.
crazy.
God damn, I hated it. That military is not built for no city, boy. Eating freaking bugs and sleeping outside for 35 days.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was cool because I was the happiest soldier. No longer did I have to worry about stick-up kids getting locked up and all. I didn't have to worry about it. So they told me to do 25 push-ups. I was giving them 50. I was just happy to be out the streets.
Leave me alone, let me be here.
That's it. I was happy.
Yeah. And that would, at that time, it was like a military or get a job.
Spikes, I leave October 87. 2 months later, the feds take the Supreme Team down. 2 weeks later.
That was like 2 months. I'm like
2 weeks. They take the Supreme Team down. Everybody, just like I was a street seller. The street sellers, Preem, everybody gets locked up.
Everybody gets locked up.
I escaped that. And in February, that following February, Eddie Byrne get killed. And the whole drug gang changed in New York City.
In New York City.
When you got the President Bush 1 holding up the shield of a dead cop, it changed the entire game. But I had already left, so I was good.
Yeah, but this was you. But I mean, that was like by the skin of.
Yeah. The skin.
By the skin, yeah.
And so, that's what, what really bugged me out with the police. They all mad at me, but that's that racist white boy PBA thing. I already know. I know a lot.
Yeah.
But what kills me is, y'all didn't know I work for the biggest freaking drug conglomerate on the East Coast.
Y'all was walking around the hood asking people about me before to get in the thing.
Exactly. They did
They research.
I guess the
what them little ladies, what them little old ladies tell them because
they ain't tell them nothing.
Oh, he's such a nice boy.
He's such a
He's
nice
such a nice
boy.
But you know, but
You should
listen,
see
this
him.
is the facts about that. Remember, we
He
all
know my
around the
life.
same age. They was taking care of the village, so they knew. They said, "Booby changed his life. I'm not gonna fuck him now."
That's right.
Why would I tell on him? This kid, he getting ready to go be a cop. He changing his life. Miss Smith ain't telling on me.
Right.
Miss Jones definitely ain't telling on me. I'm messing with her daughter. You know
Like
what I'm
you say,
saying?
yeah.
It ain't going down like that because that's when take a village to raise a child. That's
Yeah.
what we grew up on. That.
Yes.
That's right. That's
And
right.
that was the last of that too.
Yeah.
Because
It's over.
it's over. It's a wrap. There ain't no more big mamas. You know, mamas is twerking.
Confusion.
And showing their daughters how to twerk.
On my block, I know the person to the left, to the right, across the street. Like nobody, we was on, but the whole block.
Yes. There's none of that no more.
It's over.
It's over. I even go to my old block, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, and I look around at the other houses.
You don't know.
No. And my sister.
25 more cars on the block. It was no cars on the block. Everybody had one car to the family.
Two of you was balling.
You was really
and
balling.
everybody respected their parking spot.
No doubt.
Nobody parked in
That's
front
a
of
lost
your
art.
crib.
That's a
if
lost
that
art.
was
That's all.
Listen.
People putting garbage cans and cones in the street now.
And who coming to shovel your snow? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
The little muscle kid
That's
coming to
the
shovel
little
your
kids
snow.
is
We made
coming.
a bunch of money doing that
Trying to
before
tell
we
you.
sold
Made
drugs.
a whole lot of
Yeah.
bread. Made a whole lot of bread going
Yeah,
out.
y'all
Didn't
probably
let no
shoveled
old
me
ladies
out.
come out the house and slip and slide, man.
Y'all probably shoveled
wouldn't
me out
allow
a
it.
couple
Nope.
times. Because I know I would go to sleep like, ooh, there's a lot of snow. Wake up. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Snow going.
Go
yeah.
right back to sleep because we ain't. That's the one thing I don't miss about that crib. There was a lot of room for snow in that fucking yard.
Absolutely.
I used
But,
to do. I had a house. I had about 12 houses on my street, and I shoveled 8 of those houses.
Yeah, that's what we
And
did.
before my boys would call me and be like, "Yo, you want to come make some money?" And I have $120, $130 in my pocket. I said, "I'll see y'all later. Let me warm up."
Arms of steel. Arms of steel. I can't. But in talking about that, you went from the streets to the army to the police department.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you in that process? Like you waited a little while, right, in between being sworn in.
Yeah.
That
So,
was and
I went warp speed up in the police department pretty
Okay.
much. I made sergeant with 5 years. 5 years. I made lieutenant like 8 years. I was a captain in like 12, 13 years.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I'm actually the first black commanding officer in the history of the New York City Police Department to
Yes.
run the 67 precinct.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the second most prestigious position in the police department.
And this is in the era of
Ray Kelly is the one who took care of me,
Yes.
bringing me
Okay.
through the ranks, police commissioner.
You stood on the backs of a lot of police officers that went before you.
Oh,
you
a
know,
tremendous
over
amount.
at Skimmerhorn, Bill cooking that fish, whether it's on Guy Brewer or back over by Liberty.
I was lieutenant at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn, District 30.
All right.
I was lieutenant there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a detective in Midtown South.
Okay.
And how
good.
many years did you do in total?
21 years.
21 years in the police.
21 years. Yeah. Good years. Yeah. It
You
was
got
good.
stories on
I had a
stories,
ball.
jeez.
The police work came so easy. You can't put me in no black community and teach me how to. I knew how to police in the black community.
Yeah.
That was the easiest thing for me. You send me in Chinatown, I might have had some problems.
Yo, you included some pictures in the book,
Mm-hmm.
and the one that I just died out laughing. You was holding on to them cornrows, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yo, when I saw that white shirt and the cornrows, I was like, "Say word."
Yeah.
I ain't never in my life seen no lieutenant boss with cornrows,
yeah.
looking like Allen Iverson cornrows.
That's
It wasn't
exactly-
even
yeah.
just plain cornrows.
No, yeah, I used to get all the Allen Iverson styles. They didn't even really know how to deal with me. I was running around a boss with cornrows. They used to look at me like. Then they changed the rules and said your hair has to conform to the shape of your head, and I would be like, "Stupid braids is that is
That-
what you
but they're
talk about?
like,
It is
nope.
the shape of my head."
Nope.
Yeah, so they ain't really know how to deal with me because I'm just so hip hop. I've been hip hop. I grew up hip hop. You know, the golden era of hip hop.
Yes.
And but I know how to adapt and overcome. We could talk hip hop. I
Yes.
could talk about Wall Street Journal. I could spell words like pseudophiliculitis barbae, which is
Yeah.
a long ass word for shaving bumps. So I'm always, you know what I'm saying? I was always able to adapt to my environment.
Yeah.
And I was just so smart. I went, you know, formal education. I got my bachelor's. I got my master's. I went to Columbia University. I'm a professor now at Mega Evers in Brooklyn. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
there
So,
is,
what's up?
you know, and that's why I felt it was so necessary for you to be on this show because, you know,
And I
my
wore a suit and tie every single day from the day I made captain because I was going to play the game. I was going to play it.
Yeah.
Because see, the guys that didn't look like me could come with jeans and a T-shirt on. But if I do that, my jeans hang a little bit low. My T-shirt was big back there. So I'm not looking like an executive. So I wanted, when I walked in that precinct every day, I wanted people, the civilians, to say, yo, that must be the guy that's in charge. And that's how I carry myself.
Yeah.
I play, you know,
Yeah.
I hustled in the street. I hustled through the Army. I hustled the NYPD to the top. And now I'm out here. I feel like I'm selling crack with these books. I'm out here pitching books now.
I just see it as a different hustle, a different
Everything.
product.
And that's why I love Jay-Z.
Same hustle.
I
yeah.
love 50 Cent because them are street dudes.
Yeah.
And if you could hustle, you could hustle
You
when
can
we was
hustle
hustling.
anything.
You
Yeah.
can hustle anything.
You can hustle anything.
Jay-Z
and
hustling
it's
to $1
about you
billion.
as a person changing your mind from if you're doing something that ain't so right to making that same hustle into something
But you
that's
gotta
right.
want it though. You know,
Yes.
I wanted it. And my motivation, everybody know my motivation with my kids. That's always my motivation. It's like my kids ain't eating no mayonnaise sandwiches like I did. That ain't gonna happen. They ain't eating no cereal with water.
Oh.
That ain't gonna happen. Or carnation milk. What? It's not happening. So my son telling me the other day, Daddy, I don't like linguine. I'm looking at him like, boy, he 10 years old.
Ramen.
Linguine.
Ramen was a
Can
delicacy.
you imagine that, God?
Noodles from the can.
Ramen was a delicacy. You better stop playing.
But you know what? You know, it warms my heart to see that they can have whatever. You know, my 6-year-old daughter birthday is tomorrow. I just went and bought
Yes,
her
I was
Barbie
just about
Dream
to
House.
say.
Barbie Dream House and 4 Barbie dolls. So tomorrow she's
good.
gonna be real good. But I made it possible where I could take care of them.
Yes.
And that's just what
Yes.
it's about. You know, dude was 16 when he had my goddaughter, right? You was 16.
16.
16. Like,
High school.
We running these streets,
Listen,
having babies.
I went to Springfield where there was 2 daycare centers.
Yeah.
So I know my mother was scared to death. I wasn't gonna make it through there, but it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
like,
you know,
I
life is
ain't-
just, you got a choice. You either gonna make it,
Oh, you not?
make it, or fake it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm making it, man.
Yeah.
I gotta make it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So you are out of the police.
Mm-hmm.
You're retired now.
Yeah.
You got a lot of things going on still.
Yeah.
You got something going on recently
Mm-hmm.
that's coming up.
Yeah. We're
This
shooting
week.
that documentary, Cops and Robbers story. Look out for that. I need
Yes.
everybody to come down. We got a casting right now, Saturday, from 2:30 to 5:30 at the Winthrop Beacon Community Center in Brooklyn, 905 Winthrop. We're looking for all ages, kids, women, men, from ages like 13 to 45 years old.
Okay.
Come and get a part. If you about that life, you want this acting thing, I'm giving opportunities. A lot of people talk about it. I'm being about it. And you're going to get a check. So come down for the audition. You get cast in my documentary. You're getting a check. And you know what? You never know who's going to see you on that big screen. This ain't no New York 1 documentary. Like, this ain't play.
Right.
This
This is
going to
not-
theaters
yeah.
all over the country. We already, Sundance is backing us
Yes.
on this Sundance Film Festival.
Salute to them.
Shout out to my director, Linka Caligo. Yeah, so we working.
Yes, and that's going to be on this Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
November 17th, 2:30 to 5:30 at the Winthrop Beacon Community Center. The address to that is 905?
Mm-hmm.
905
Winthrop. And you got an RSVP where?
VernonFilms@gmail.com.
Okay. Ooh, that's going to be so good.
If you
That-
can't RSVP, show up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we definitely gonna advertise that on S Street Media. What else do you have going on? Talk to the public and let them know.
Well, you know, I just got booked a couple of days ago speaking at the University of Seattle. They flying me out there in February. I've been doing a lot of speaking engagements, motivational speaking. I'm an expert witness. So, like, all the drug dealers, you get locked up, you need somebody to help you get out of that jam. You could hire me for a few $100s an hour. I get on the stand to testify. I get you off that case. Yeah, that's what we do. We working, yes. Baby. We working. We working. We out here working. Now, I can get you off if we can articulate that you really didn't do what you said you did. We can make it happen. Now, you got a smoking gun in your hand. I don't know if I can help you with that.
The analytics don't lie. The analytics don't lie.
Right. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I got some really big Hollywood things about to pop off. So, you know, just follow me on all the social media. I know you're going to get my social media out.
I'm definitely going to do that.
It's going down. Let's go, baby. We working.
I love it. I love it. Corey Pegues is in the building. You ain't going nowhere yet. We're just going to take a quick break. DJ, can you please?
Nasty. Let's go, Nasty.
Nasty
Cee.
Don't get me started, because I do something like...
Yeah. DJ Nasty Cee in the
Yeah.
I can't believe you let me go old school.
Now you see, come on, Fat
That's
Farm,
the treat,
baby.
baby. Fat Farm in full effect. We got the boss in the house.
Come on. I'm not, a spring chicken here. So, I'm old school. I just, respect and understand that the stuff that's out here, it's their lane.
Yeah.
And, at one time, somebody thought that way about our stuff.
Yeah, we gotta let them young kids. They doing mumble rap, but
we
you know
was
what?
Blah, blah,
they feeding
mumble,
families,
mumble.
But they feeding their families.
Da. All you want. If they cutting you a check for it, you did well, son.
That's right. They feeding their family.
You did well, son. You feeding your family. You don't got to be doing no hustling, no scamming, because that's their thing.
Yeah.
Scamming and all of that. If you ain't got to do that, and you could use the system to your benefit.
That's right.
Come on. Like, me, I just, I don't have no felonies, thank God, please. I want to die with my fingerprints, please. But I hope, that one day, I will have a story for my hood, like you have a story for your hood.
Well, I got that book connect now.
No, I don't got nothing to write
tell
yet.
everybody, because
Yes,
everybody
you
always
do.
come to me.
Oh,
and say,
yes, you do.
Yo, you know what's
Everybody got a
crazy?
story.
When you got a book, everybody got a story. But now I got this book, and everybody's, I want to write a book. And I always ask, what's your story? They can't tell me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you write your story down, I learned
I mean,
so much
I'm
about
a writer.
writing my story.
I used to write back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
But you
a
ain't even
lot,
gotta write
but
it.
I don't write
You
anymore.
can get a ghostwriter.
Yeah,
but you gotta have a story.
Yeah.
Because when you going in these boardrooms, they want to know, like, can I make? Because everything in business is the bottom line is money. So if your story ain't gonna make them no money, they don't even. You might as well go ahead and do self-publishing.
We were brief. Right there you go. There you go.
Just facts.
We were briefly talking about, like I said, after. I want to talk about your afterlife.
Yeah.
Because you're retired from the police department. How many years now?
5 years.
5 years. How's them 5 years?
5 years is beautiful. I love it, man.
Did you ever?
Every day is Saturday.
Every day Saturday.
Every day Saturday.
He retired too. So what you don't know,
3 years.
he ended up becoming a captain in corrections.
Good night.
Rikers Island.
Good night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold up.
25 years. 25 years.
Yeah,
25 good years.
25 years as a captain.
25 good ones.
See
No,
what
not
I'm
as a
talking-
captain. I did 25 total.
But you ended up as a
I did
captain.
13 as a captain.
Yeah.
13.
Crazy. People were like,
Damn.
you can't, like I
They was
said,
just like, here.
like
you
I
wanna
was
be
telling the guard,
Okay. You
Hollywood
wanna be
can't
a-
make this story
Right,
up,
you
man.
want to be a captain.
You
I
wanna?
ran-
Hollywood
I ran
can't
with
make
it.
that story up.
Okay. All right. Is it a bigger check? Okay. No problem. I'll
It
go.
always gets bigger.
Yes.
Every few years it gets bigger when you work for the city.
I listen.
Almost
I
definitely.
joke with all my friends. Y'all want to be doctors and lawyers. Y'all got to work till y'all 90 years old. We
Yeah.
20 and out, baby.
20
No
and out.
doubt.
And now everybody that's coming in that has any of those jobs is 30 and out.
Yeah.
You
Changing rules.
Yeah, they gonna get you.
My daughter's a cop.
Oh.
Yeah, my daughter.
In New York?
Yeah, NYPD. She followed my footsteps. Yeah. She's doing
Legacy.
very well. Yeah.
Legacy. That's nice.
She saw there was no mayonnaise sandwiches. She saw
Listen, she was
saw
like,
them
"Excuse
cars.
me,
She
excuse
saw them
me."
cars. She saw that nice comfy bed. She
How'd
said,
you-
"Oh,
I need to. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good. How long she's been on the force now?
8 years.
Okay. She's almost there.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Let's
Doing
go.
Good.
Nice.
Let's go. You go around the country speaking.
Yeah.
Motivational speakers.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the audiences that you come across or target on your speaking tours?
Well, I speak different audience from, executives to most of, community-based organizations. So I speak, I do seminars on like police citizens encounter, or what's commonly known as what to do when stopped by the police. I talk about bridging the gap between the community and police, all law enforcement angles, anything in law enforcement. That's what I do. That's my niche. Like,
Okay.
Ain't nobody. I watch CNN, Fox, and all. They got all these analysts on it, law enforcement analysts, and I be laughing because they ain't giving it up. I give it up 100, 1 million.
Yeah, they
Anytime
can't
see
have
me-
you on there, Lord
Nah.
have mercy.
Oh, I give it up.
You would
and,
be-
and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm so pro cop, but I'm pro good cop.
Right.
So
right,
if
and
you a
that's
bad
another
cop,
thing that you
I
touched
ain't
on.
got- yeah, I
yeah,
ain't
you
got
touched
nothing to
on
do-
that in the book about some experiences that you had, you know, with some of the other cops, you know, the mentalities and stuff.
You know, I wrote in that book. You said that time me and my partner pulled a guy over. He had like $20,000 in the car,
Yes.
and I said, "Yo, what's that in the bag?" He said, "I don't know. That's yours."
That's yours.
And I opened it. It was $25,000. And I looked at him. I had a white partner at the time, and he looked at me like, "Yo, let's get it." And I looked at him, and I did the math really quick. In 20 years, I'll make like $2.5 million. This 25,000, we bust that down 12.5 a piece, but it might be a setup.
Right.
Is the 12.5 worth it? Nah. I'll make that as when I'm getting promoted.
Well, but even with that, if you did that, you would go on to litigation, and they would have been able to take your pension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all they would have did was give you the money that you put in your pension and said, "Good night, Irene."
But you know what, Nasty? That's when I knew I really turned the corner. Because that money was, I didn't want no blood money. I'm going to do it like everybody else.
That's right. Because that one time that you feel like you good and you get too comfortable.
Yeah. And I mean, that time I was probably making like $35,000, but I retired. I made probably about $140,000 more than that.
Right. See?
So it all worked out.
It all worked
it
out.
worked out.
It all worked out. What are your plans coming up? You have the casting call.
Yeah, we got the documentary.
Yeah.
I'm in negotiations in Hollywood for something super big, super duper big.
Yes.
And I'm just going to be out here continually trying to just bridge that gap between the community, minority. I don't even like to say community no more, because the only problems people got issues with the police is black and Hispanic. So it's not about community, because Asians, they ain't got no problem with the police.
They
so
pretty good
I'm
on
trying to
that.
really bridge that gap between the minority community and the police. There's a lot of stuff police do that people don't understand. You know, like, for instance, when cops are saying, "Let me see your hands," they want to see this, never this. Cops want to see your palms. So when people got their hands up like this and cops are still pointing at them, like, "Yo, let me see your hands." Yo, my hands is up, my hands is up. They want to see this, because if your hands is like this, you could turn around, boom. That's just a small tidbit. Like when I'm speaking, and people go, "Oh, shit, I never thought about that." Yeah, because they're not putting that out there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to give you all the secrets to get home back to your family, because that's all it's about.
Yeah.
I don't want no more Eric Garners. I don't want no more Sean Bells. I don't want none of that. And I'm not like vilifying the dead, but when you really take a hard look at every one of these incidents, except for probably the Philando Castillo case, if they would have just put their hands up, turn around, get locked up, they living. If you really, and you know, I get some flack from the black community. "Oh, you trying to blame?" No, I'm not blaming. I'm just saying, if we're going to talk, let's really talk. If they would stop, they wouldn't be dead. It's a tough pill. And people don't, like, you got to really be open-minded. Like, I don't even know one way to be. You either, I'm black or white. You either love me or you hate my fucking guts.
Right.
That's just it. 'Cause I would give it to you. And it's up to you to receive it however you want to receive it. I'm going to give it up 100. Because, like, my sons, they get pulled over by cops right now. What they gonna tell them? Name, address, date of birth. They ain't gonna say another word to the cops. I don't care. They gonna have to get beat down. They still ain't gonna say name, address, date of birth.
That's it.
Call my daddy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to talk. Now shut up. Name, address, date of birth.
Yeah.
I want a lawyer.
My older god sister is a retired Nassau County detective, and she used to give me the speech all the time. Damn near every year she gave me a new PBA card. I got the gold shield, but I had to go through the speech. All right.
But
you know what to do.
Because we the only, you gotta understand, we're the only ethnicities that gotta have that conversation at the table.
Yes.
And you know, I think I was on MSNBC with a white cop, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, when I was growing up, I had those conversations too." I said, "Yeah, you probably did, but it went a little bit different than mine. Mine was, let me take your hands out your pocket, stay in the interview stance at all time, don't reach for anything, directly. If they want your license, I'm telling my son is gonna say, my license is in my right back pocket. Can I reach for it, officer?" He ain't doing no reach. He just ain't reaching for anything. But other ethnicities, they not having that. They don't have those conversations. We got to drill it all the way down. And a lot of people say, "Well, why we got to do it?" Because that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
We have to do that.
So you either receive what I'm telling you, or you do it your way, and you might be the next person on the front page.
Yes. I am so proud of you. I just want to take a second to say I'm so proud of you.
I
You know,
appreciate
I've known you for half my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an honor for you to be here tonight. But it's also an honor, and when I think about, how humble you still are. And like I said, we pretty much put this together in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw you at the LL Cool J event.
You was like, yo, I want you to come on my show. I
Yes.
was like, here, take my math, hit me up, let's do it.
And, it was just that simple because of, the nature of guy you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy for your success. We're definitely here at Street Media and the House of Hip Hop gonna publicize your projects and, just keep up with what you're doing. You're definitely gonna come back.
Yeah, once that doco drop.
Yes.
And make sure we have everybody go to theguardian.com, type in Cops and Robbers. You can see my 22-minute documentary. It's gonna blow your mind. It's crazy.
Yes. And that's what you're having the casting call for,
yeah,
right?
We released 22 minutes, but the movie's gonna be 90 minutes. But we put a teaser out there, and that's how I've been getting. When my book dropped, I got the documentary deal like within 2 weeks. They was calling me like, "Yo, we want to shoot this documentary. We gotta tell this story."
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. The casting call once again is gonna be Saturday the 17th. 2:30 to 5:30 at the Winthrop Beacon Community Center, 905 Winthrop Street. You RSVP
At VernonFilms@gmail.com.
VernonFilms@gmail.com. Please, one more time, let them know where to follow you. You're doing such big things.
Yeah, please follow me on Instagram at C Pegues. That's CPEGUES 9098. Twitter, C Pegues. Facebook, Corey Pegues. Snapchat, C Pegues 9098. Follow me. I have a funny timeline. I talk a lot on those things all day long.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I'm so happy for you.
Oh, my website is CoreyPegues.com if y'all want to see what I'm doing. Yeah.
Like I said, I love you. I'm so
Love you
happy
too,
that you
sis.
made time for me and came through. We're definitely going to have you back. We're definitely going to keep up with what you're doing. You just keep marching. Keep marching.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
I'm so happy.
S
Round of
Street,
applause.
S Street, baby.
S Street Media. Pegues. I tell everybody, you're only a visitor here once. After that, your family. You drop by anytime you want to. You know where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. S Street Media, please follow them at S_Street_Media on Instagram. Skull Street on Facebook. YouTube is S Street Media as well. We are also on Audio Mac and live on Ustream.tv. Thank you so much tonight. DJ Nasty Cee, I love you to death. Thank you so much for holding me down. I'm Spicy Sugar. You can find me at Spicy Sugar 718 at Instagram. The House of Hip Hop Podcast Show on Facebook and YouTube. The House of Hip Hop Podcast Show. I'm working on Twitter. I really don't mess with Twitter too much.
Gotta get on Twitter, baby. Gotta get on Twitter.
So to me, but I'm working on it. But until next week, I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. This was dope. DJ Nasty Cee, take me out, please.
Take us home.
Later.
Yeah. Dark Slice. Yo, you remember them days when niggas would really go up in the party, get their little two-step on, like, hey, hey. The hands get together, you start clapping and shit. You know what I mean? Got a little big butt on the wall doing that dirty dance type shit. How the fuck with you? You know what I mean? Put your hands together real quick, like, clap, come on. Clap, 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 come on. Clap, clap, clap. Big shout out to Showbiz and AG for this one. I'ma bring it back for you, heard? Can I get a soul clap? Go off. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap? Go off. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap? Go off. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap? I'ma make you move how you supposed to move. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Ow! The beat hot, track sizzling. It must be that the Godzilla's in the building. Chef Ramsay, you're eating good in my kitchen. Nothing's impossible when you want a mission. Shit, I've been itching for a figure to start bitching, so my Smithing could act Western in his bitching. Lightweight, no heavy lifting. Your figures is lightweight. First round decision, knockout. I stunt real hard in the winter with the dropout. I'm just kidding. But shit, my neck and my hands so cold, I think a motherfucker might be frostbitten. And that's no kidding. No Halloween, no treats or tricking. The serious business. EPMD, every move strictly business. The youngest might not get this. Just follow my lead, I'm guaranteed you'll get hit. Can I get a soul clap? Go off. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap? Go off. You with me? Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap? I hear them talking. Wonder how my name always stay in the mixing. Listen, I work while you talking. Another form of walking and staying consistent. That's it. I keep my plans to myself, cause figures will fuck up that energy real quick, real shit. I keep a steel vest on, cause a figure will stab you in the back for a bitch quick. Can I get a witness? Better yet a soul clap. Salute to my Jesus, still dressed like it's throwback. Bitches with the real hair, swinging like you know that. Keep my body glowing like I was the black Kojak. The bullets like a loan. How much you need, hold that. Matter of fact, keep that. I don't even want it back. Can I get a gun clap? 21 up, put the middle fingers up and say, I don't give a fuck before you give me that soul clap. Go off. Can I get a soul clap? Bring it back for me. Can I get a soul clap?